Welcome back. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna create an item here or a button that's gonna allow you to insert sales and people who sold the items and the price and the quantity so that you insert this information into the database and you keep track of employees who sold the most number of products and uh, who should get the credit and should get some raise, I suppose. So let me work on this. So what I'm going to do is that in the side menu in the header, the first thing is that we need to add a button. So in the header here in this on this list, I'm going to add a new button. I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to paste it here. And let's say here add uh, sales. Add sales or whatever you want to name it. Let's just say add sales. And here I'm going to say add sales. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new page here called add sales. Add sales.php. And it's going to have the same exact code as the add product. Add product, except for a few things. Let me copy the code from the add product and let me paste it in the add sales. And the difference is, of course, the values that we need to insert. So in the sales, if you go back to the database, or even here, if you check here the panel, you'll find that what we want to insert is that we want to insert the employee name, the product name, the quantity, the price, the total, and also the date. And here, what I'm going to do is that in the local host, in the sales, let me check one more time what we want. So what we want is the user ID as well. So we need also the user ID. We need the user ID, the employee name, the product ID, the product name, and the quantity, and the price, and the total price, and the date. So we need these things. So here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to first say action, and the action is going to say record sale.php. Or store, let's say store sales.php. And here, the first thing that we need to insert is the title, the employee name. I'm going to say employee name, or even we need the employee ID first. I'm going to say employee ID, and then we want here to say a number. It's going to be a number, and here I'm going to say ID, employee ID, and then employee ID, and here employee ID. Next, we want the employee name. Employee name. And it's going to be text. And here, employee name. And here, employee name. And lastly, we need here employee name. Then we want the price. The price is going to be just price. The quantity is going to be quantity. And we need, what else do we need? We need the name of the product. So we can copy this. We can copy this. And we can paste it here. And then we can say product name. Product name. Product name. And product name, and here product name. We also need the product ID, so I'm going to copy this ID and then I'm going to paste it below, and instead of saying employee ID, I'm going to say product ID. Product ID. and here product ID, product product ID, and here also product ID. And we need the price, the quantity, and we for the total will be calculated. This total will be calculated. The last thing that we need is the date. So for the date here, we need to remove first this select,